And welcome back to the Smoke Break JBR, the Just Be Real podcast where we sit down, talk some shit, and just be real. I'm back with my good friend and co-host, Brandon. What's going on, man?
Hey, man. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. So let's cut to the chase really quick. Unfortunately, Tony couldn't be here, guys. Tony is one of the owners of Pure Bliss CBD and Pure Nirvana. He was supposed to be here today, but unfortunately, he got a little busy with work. He had some shit to do, so couldn't come in. But we will have him on next week. It happens. People are busy, and it happens.
Hey, better busy with work than nothing else.
Exactly. But other than that, we're still here. The show must go on. This is going to be a little shorter one just because that kind of threw us off a little bit. It happens. This is going to be like maybe a 30-minute podcast. Brandon's going to keep us on time. By the way, Brandon's still up here. Am I pointing right?
Yeah,
right there?
I got
Bam.
my
See, I'm starting to get better at this.
There we go.
I know exactly where you are now. By the way, someone asked last week, Brandon, what's playing in the background? Usually what's playing in the background is Funhouse.
Yeah.
The reason that was asked is because they were doing Wheelhouse.
I believe so.
The Rule, what is it?
Oh, Rule 34, that's a demo disc.
Yeah, demo disc. There we go. So they were doing demo disc, and someone looked and was like, hey, what are you guys watching? So it's Funhouse. They do demo disc, and they play shitty games, and then Rule 34 shit.
Yeah, they also play regular games.
Yeah, they play regular games too, but demo disc is all like the shitty demos that you get.
Yeah.
But watch it. It's funny. It's hilarious.
Yeah, today we're watching Bed Bananas, some SCP gameplay.
First of all, dope name.
Yeah.
Bed Bananas.
Of all things, Bed Bananas.
Bed Bananas. Solid gamer tag.
And he's kept that ever since like the very beginning.
It's a solid gamer tag. Like I have mine. I'm not gonna put it out in the space right now. But honestly, I love mine. But let's jump into it because we have some minor things to talk about right now.
Okay.
Jake Paul versus Soulja Boy. They want to fight it out for $20 million. You can go fuck yourself.
Well, I just want to see one of those two guys get their butt whooped.
See, the thing is, everyone hates on Soulja Boy, but you got to give the man some credit. He somehow maintained to be rich.
He got a cease and desist by Nintendo.
True, because he totally missed out on the fact that he could have sold a Soulja Boy, but he sold, what was it called? The Soulja game? The Soulja console?
The problem is that he was selling it as like this original creation. No, it's actually a cheap Chinese console rebranded to him.
That you can buy on Amazon.
No, not Amazon. AliExpress.
There we go.
Yeah, because it's not even good enough for Amazon.
No. JonTron actually found it on Amazon.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, for like $70.
Oh, there you go. Even better.
So they're going to fight it out. They want to fight it out for $20 million, which, again, fuck you. No one's going to pay them that much to fight it out. We have a YouTuber and a washed-up, crazy fucking rapper. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. There's no way.
If anything, it's going to be a highly pirated
They have a better
fight.
chance of hosting the Oscars at this point, which, unfortunately, they don't have a host right now. First time in 30 years.
Yeah.
Again, people are freaking out about that, but they could have had a dope-ass host like Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
But everyone kind of just shoved him under the bus and went, nah, never mind.
I mean, like, at this point, I think they're going to start to just not have any hosts because they don't want to have to deal with the possible
Because everyone has,
especially
if you're famous,
yeah,
everyone has bullshit in their past.
Yeah, that's true.
So if they're going to witch hunt everybody and go, he said this and he said that, even though he apologized for it.
I mean, you heard what happened with Liam Neeson, right?
Oh, yeah. I was going to talk about that, too, but I didn't know anything really about it. Can you explain it?
So from what I heard is that in the past, when he was younger, he, I guess, got into some weird altercation with something. I can't remember specifically.
Like, I think it's one of his friends got into an altercation or something.
Something along those lines.
With an African-American fellow.
And so he got, like, very mad and pissed off, and he was, like, carrying a baton or something. He was like, I hope somebody comes up so I can do something like that. But now he comes out and says, you know what? I recognize my wrongdoings. I recognize the fault.
But it's not what he said. It's not just that. It's what he said, though. Because people are mad about what he said. And I'll say it because it's his words. It's what's in the recording. He said, oh, I wish I could find that black bastard.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, terrible fucking choice of words, sir. Like, really? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, terrible
But at the
choice of
same
words.
time, he is, like, angry in the interview, but there's no excuse to lose your fucking P's and Q's.
But I think...
You know what I mean? Like, that's not appropriate in any way, shape, or form.
I think instead of saying that's what he felt right then and there, I think that was basically going back to what he was thinking at the time.
At the time,
and
yeah.
saying what he had thought.
Oh, okay.
So, now he's like, you know what? I recognize my wrongdoings. I recognize my thoughts were incorrect. So,
And because of that, they actually pulled his red carpet event for his new movie coming out.
yeah.
It's like, this is what happens.
Like he came out and he apologized and he told that, he's evolved, he's changed, he's a much better person now, but it's not
so
good
this
enough.
is something that he did in his past that he said.
Yeah, this is in his
Oh,
way in
I
his
thought
past.
this was recent.
No, him of like, I want to
I'm an
find that
idiot.
black bastard.
So, yeah, no.
As he said, this was when he was younger. So like
Okay.
a couple years ago, I think.
Oh, a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So he's just apologizing for it now.
Well, it's not necessarily he is apologizing, but he's also recognizing his wrongdoings instead of just saying I'm sorry, this and that.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I know what happened was
Just
incorrect.
vaped right in the camera, my bad. But
So like, I know what I was thinking was very
Okay.
wrong. I've changed. I'm a
see,
better
this is why I didn't want to
person.
talk about it because I don't know anything about it, and it's Liam Neeson. What the
Of all
the
people,
fuck, man? Like,
Yeah.
all right. Nowadays I don't say anything until everything's out in the air.
True.
Because it's ridiculous. Look what happened with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Everyone jumped on him about old tweets, and then everyone realized, oh, he apologized about it
Multiple times.
already, multiple times. And it's like, okay, we're not going to make this guy apologize again. And that's when all the facts came out. With this, it's like, okay, let's just see how this plays out, and then we'll see how everything is at the end.
Yeah.
Because this is just like insane.
Because it's
Like, this
'cause
is weird.
with the whole thing that happened. It's
Yeah.
like, no, he didn't tell anybody until nowadays, as far as I understand. So that's why he's like, this is what I was thinking at the time, and I recognize that it was very incorrect, very wrong.
Yeah, I
So I
guess.
want to come out with it and say, you know what, this is exactly what I was thinking. and
Yeah.
I've
I mean,
changed.
by all means, apologize for what you did. I don't know.
It's not just apologizing; it's recognizing.
Recognizing it too. So
Yeah.
I mean, if he's already apologizing and recognizing what he's already done and said, I don't know if that's instantly like slate clean, but
Because I think it's
it's a start.
If you just apologize for that, and just apologize, then it's like.
But if you
okay,
recognize what you did, it's very
exactly.
different.
You
That's
you
true.
acknowledge that you were doing wrong things and you've changed and you've evolved from that.
It's
not an
freezing
empty
outside,
apology.
by the way.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a draft from here, and I am freezing right now.
Jeez.
Like I'm getting a steady chill from this right now.
I wonder how cold it is.
Like I don't want to know, but it's been pretty fucking cold out here. By the way, next one, 21 Savage getting deported. Did you hear
boy.
about that?
Yeah.
So apparently, I've read that ICE came to his house,
Yeah.
grabbed him,
Yeah.
and that he's actually a UK citizen.
Yeah.
And
He's,
apparently, he's said now that he is a UK citizen, that he was born in the UK. Is he going to get deported? Is he going to do like a Slick Rick and stay?
well, the
like,
whole thing
what's
is that
happening here?
he's here on a very highly expired
Visa.
visitor's visa.
Okay, how many years expired? Does anyone know?
I think it's
Because I didn't double check. Oh, camera went down.
Yeah, but
Did the
it's
camera?
okay.
What happened? Are we?
There we go.
Aha! And
So
we're back.
I think it's since he was 6.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's
he's been here
extremely
for
expired.
A while, yeah.
I think he's a little off on the time here.
Yeah, I
So.
think so. So I'm like, who's really to know what is gonna really happen? Because his
Legally,
lawyer's like,
he's in
gonna be
trouble.
fine. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Legally, he's in trouble because, you've been here past your visa time. Anyone who does that is in the wrong there. But it's him being a famous musician now. Where does that leave him? You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of famous people who live here, but I don't know if they're on visas or how that works. But if you let it lapse, you're pretty much fucked.
yeah.
You know
When
what I
it
mean?
when it comes
And that
to
should have been, especially if he would have known, that should have been something he took care of instantly in the beginning.
oh
You know what
totally.
I mean?
like
Once you start getting money, it's like, yo, hey, by the way, I'm from the UK and I probably should get my visa back. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
because there was an artist that came by.
Get it out.
Quite a
Like, get it done in the beginning. Why wait until now when you already have millions upon millions of dollars?
Well,
you know what I
even
mean?
if you have a visitor's visa, you can't make money here.
Oh, that's true.
You're not allowed to. There was an artist by the name
Oh,
of.
so he was on a visitor's visa.
Yeah. So there's an artist by the name of Pogo, and he was, doing shows and stuff over
Pogo
here.
sounds familiar.
He does a lot the Disney recuts into songs.
Yes.
So
Yes.
he was doing his music and everything, but because he was here during shows and stuff on a visitor's visa, he got kicked out. because you're not allowed to make money with a visitor's visa. So with 21, not only is it expired, but
he's been making money
exactly
while it's expired.
Exactly.
Ooh.
So it's not just one thing; it's multiple things.
That's a big problem. Big issue. That's not good. So we'll see how that plays out. Honestly,
Totally.
I'm honestly interested in that one. I'm not usually interested in a lot of like the hyped up media bullshit of like famous people, but this one I'm a little interested to see how it plays out.
Definitely,
Because he's probably like one of the richest people in rap right now.
I'm like, it's also
I shouldn't say in rap, but I should say of this new age rappers.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
mumble rappers.
Exactly, mumble rappers. So I think that I just want to see how this plays out.
I'm like, it's
Because he
definitely
just dropped a new album.
I'm like, it's
You know what I
definitely
mean?
going to taint his reputation because he's been
It won't
saying
taint
that,
it at all. Like,
Remember-
if anything, this gives him more credit.
How? Because he's been
He
saying
got
that
deported,
he
man.
But he lived in Atlanta. He's from Atlanta. He's from Block 6 and all this and that.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like, okay, I grew up. Well, what's the best example? You grew up here. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're not from Mexico.
No, but what if I start talking about I'm from Mexico, I'm OG Mexican
True. That's
and all that?
Well,
there's
that's
no
only
credence.
if you move there now and you're like, yo, I'm
Wait.
from Mexico. You know what I mean?
So then with 21, even though he was from the UK
Because he was here at 6. I mean, it's like you can kind of adapt to your situation. You know what I mean?
Adapting is yes, but saying that you're from Atlanta, like from there,
I
like
guess
that's
so.
your home place.
No,
when
I
it's
see
like,
your point. No, I
hold
see your
on,
point.
You're
I see your
actually from
point.
the UK.
But also, I'm like, why wouldn't you just come out and say it right away? You know what I mean?
You already
Instead
have-
of like
you're-
let this build up for X amount of years to make
maybe-
so much money and then get in so much trouble.
Maybe
and
he
you're
was
gonna be
hoping.
financially fucked about this.
Maybe
too.
he was hoping that he wouldn't be caught, or he would be able to kind
Everyone
of clear
gets
it out.
caught, man.
Well, maybe-
I bet you he got caught because of his fucking taxes. I bet you. I fucking bet you.
It
It
is
comes back
tax-
because of his taxes.
It is tax season.
You know what I mean? It's
it-
got to be his taxes. It's got to be his taxes. Uncle Sam saw him taking too much money of something and went, no, hold on. Something's happening here.
Something ain't right.
Like, come on. That's the only way a lot of these people get busted is always financially. Not
Yeah.
paying taxes or not doing this or pay something. I'm hoping it's that
That's true.
because then he would just fall into the MC Hammer trend,
Ooh.
which would be hilarious.
Or Wesley Snipes.
No. Yeah, that's true. Wesley Snipes is broke as hell now. But all right, jumping to the next one. Hawaii raising their smoking age to 100 years by 2024.
I'm okay with that.
A little extreme. I think they're
So
getting their point
long-
across. They're definitely getting their point across.
True. I mean, like
A little extreme.
so long
know what I mean?
as it's solely towards smoking and cigarettes only, and not also vape products and all that.
I'm not quite sure. And that's the problem here. Because if we're going negative cigarettes, awesome. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
absolutely.
Cigarettes are fucking terrible for you. And I think everyone across the board can agree with that.
Oh,
Cigarettes,
absolutely.
terrible for you. Vaping, that's up for, I love vaping. I work here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know it works for me. And that's all I can really say because FDA is crazy about this.
True.
But it works for me. And a lot of people, it worked for you, right? Mm-hmm. So I think it works.
There definitely are studies that say that even.
But
now,
if it's going to
today-
ban everything, all smoking products, I think, or it says cigarettes or smoking in general, raise the smoking age. I would assume that would be vaping, right? As well, because it's
who's to
considered a
say?
smoking product now.
I mean, like under
Vaping. Did you hear about the guy who died
what
from his vape pen? He died from his
Oh,
vape
hold on.
pen. It exploded.
Hold on.
What's up?
We
What happened?
dropped.
What do you mean we dropped?
OBS dropped, and okay, we're okay. We're back
What?
online. Weird.
You're right.
Yeah.
What happened?
OBS dropped for some reason. Just dropped connection, but now we're reconnected. We're good.
Wait, what?
Yeah, OBS for some
Okay.
reason just dropped connection, but we're back online.
Thanks for the mini panic attack here, man. Jesus.
Oh, trust me, I'm worried. I'm watching over here, like, what's going on?
I literally just had a miniature heart attack. Just like, what? What do you mean we lost connection? Like, we've had nothing but good.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
been doing all right, and it's like, okay, what's going on now?
I was like, please, not like this. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the vape pen. That's what they called it. They didn't give me any information.
Okay.
Apparently exploded and lodged in the back of his throat.
Okay, well,
I have to say this because I work at a vape shop. I want to know what he was using because this isn't the first time a device has exploded, and it's either user error or just it's usually just user error. Because there was one years ago where a guy's mod launched into the roof and lodged in there, and that was severe user error, severe user error, and a cheap product. And a very, very unknown product. So it does happen. And a lot of these cheaper devices and no information and not knowing what you're doing can cause issues with this. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that's why even here we always, we sell authentic shit. So we know
Authentic and
exactly
high
where you
quality.
can get it. You know exactly where you can get this stuff. So I honestly just want to know, what did he use and where did he get it from?
Yeah.
Is it a very cheap brand?
I mean,
is it something that I haven't even heard of?
I mean,
You know what I mean?
early in the days of vaping, that was pretty, not necessarily common, but it was a lot more. It was
wasn't
happening more
common.
often.
I can't even say it was common because honestly, the only incidents you actually really heard of was the roof one. One guy who had exploded in his pocket, and that was because of a battery short, and his batteries were unprotected.
Yeah, I remember that
A
one.
guy getting third-degree burns on his hand because he used laptop batteries when you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
And now this one. So really, in the matter of 5 years, it's only been 4 instances, and they've all had a reason of why it happened. You know what I mean?
There's a logical explanation.
There's a
as to
logical
why it
explanation.
happened,
So I would like to know what product it was, what happened, and how. You know what I mean? And what went wrong with the device and how he was using it. Because there's a lot of factors of that. And it's interesting because I just want to know where this goes with the FDA and their push to ban vaping. You know what I mean? And be so anti-vaping.
I'm like, do you think that they might start using this as like, see, vaping is still dangerous, and you shouldn't do
Everything's
this and all
used as that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The juice boxes were used as a target. We're marketing to children and doing this. No, we're 18 plus. There's no children coming in here.
Yeah.
No way, shape, or form are children coming in here.
If children are
at least not in this shop.
If children are getting their hands on juice, then it's the parents' problem.
Exactly.
They're the ones who are messing up.
They use that against the vaping community, and what happened? Everyone shifted to more professional-looking bottles, more easy-looking bottles to the eyes,
And more
no
secure ones
characters
as well.
Exactly. No characters, no anything. Decent packaging, stuff that people know. A lot better sealing, child safety, everything.
Absolutely.
Everything changed with that. So now I want to see how anti-vaping, people use this against the vaping community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to know how that's used.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't really think that lawmakers still are recognizing the studies that have been done, especially like in the UK.
Exactly. In the UK being one of the biggest champions of vaping.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're actually promoting it.
Yeah.
And saying it's 90% more effective.
95% safer than cigarettes.
There we go.
It's not 100%. It's not, but it's
Exactly.
90, which is heaps better.
So it's like, come on. I just want to know where this goes. I want to know how this ends. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be interesting and where this goes. I keep fucking with this shirt. By the way, love this shirt.
That's dope.
I'm going to shout out the company at the end because honestly, this company needs more credit for the cool shit they put together. But I just want to know how that works out. But
who's to say what's going to happen?
I just want to know. But that's just something I want to talk about minorly. But after that, Mortal Kombat 11.
Ooh.
I cannot wait because it's been way too long since a Mortal Kombat game has come out that I'm excited about.
Well,
and I hope they add Shaggy to it.
Is it because it's Shaggy?
No. I'm hoping they add Shaggy now.
Zoinks.
Because I love how that's become a meme. For those of you who don't know, Shaggy has recently been trending on Reddit.
Basically everywhere.
As everywhere, I should say, as a super meme. Not a super meme, but just as a meme.
No, well, yeah, he's a super being because they're comparing him
it's
to
everywhere.
Thanos.
I hate using that term because it sounds like a marketing scheme. Like, oh, this is becoming a super meme. But it's become one of those memes you see everywhere. You know what I mean? And where the fuck did it come from? Do you know where it came from?
I'm like, from what I've heard, it was originally
because I've just been seeing it everywhere.
Because it was originally a greeting of fighting game characters, like from D rank to S rank.
Okay.
And they just went through character after character from multiple fighting games, and then they started to move on to other games like, what would you rate, let's say Animal Crossing or Super Mario, and then it started to go into other forms of media like TV shows, and eventually Shaggy became this thing that everybody just started to hook onto, and now he's a quintuple or sextuple S character, where he could fight Thanos on 1% of his power level and still beat him with
So
no
basically,
sweat.
he's the Goku of the fighting universe.
Beyond.
Just no limits.
He's beyond.
Just beyond that.
Ultra
Okay.
Instinct Shaggy can beat anybody. At so like 1%.
Oh my god. But okay, so
Oh, Scoob.
so ridiculous. Have you seen any of the fatalities for it or any of the gameplay?
Not of Shaggy's, because as far as I know, it's still, it's still like
But no. So
It's
have
a
you
tease.
seen any of the fatalities?
I haven't.
Dude, they still make you go fuck every time you see them.
Well,
Because some of these are brutal.
the trailer was
like-
pretty freaking brutal.
Brutal. Oh yeah, the trailer was phenomenal.
Oh,
The
yeah.
trailer was great.
And of all things,
like-
coming out during the Game Awards show, so that was weird.
That was weird, wasn't it?
It's like that's not this game.
Like,
That's
that
a
was pretty
trailer.
weird. But honestly, I keep seeing the fatalities online. It looks awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'm probably gonna buy it if it
It
comes out for
definitely
the
looks
Switch.
good.
By the way, I keep saying by the way, but honestly, I've been playing Diablo
Oh shit.
for the Switch.
How was it?
I hate you because I'm addicted to it.
I'm telling you,
I'm
man, it works so good on
So
mobile.
addicted
like
to
that.
it. It honestly
Not
functions.
mobile phone, mobile console.
So
It
did you
works so
hear
well.
that? I forgot where I read it, and I didn't confirm it. So don't quote me on this.
Okay.
That Nintendo and Microsoft are going to do
Yes.
cross-platform.
They're bringing the Xbox Live onto the Switch.
Awesome.
Awesome, but it's like
Awesome.
Microsoft. Is that all you're bringing to the table?
Okay, but can we just say it's cross-platform and we can accept this?
It's already been
It's already been cross-platform, but it's only been for like one game.
Well, it's other
What
Rocket
game?
League,
Name what game?
Rocket League,
Okay,
and then obviously Fortnite.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And
What
as far
else?
as the other ones, I haven't heard of many.
Exactly.
But
so
with-
access to this, that Switch is now having access to the Microsoft Xbox Live, I should say.
Yeah,
Xbox Live.
We don't know about the games though.
Well, they're going to get basically all their on Xbox Live games. You know what I mean? The Xbox Live exclusives. They'll be getting that because it's
So,
all
like-
digital. You know what I mean?
Like what? Well, it's not about digital or being like on a CD or anything like that. It's about
But this is my
capabilities of the
reasoning on
console.
why this is a great move
Yeah.
for Nintendo, and this is my theory.
Okay.
So if everything plays out right, where Nintendo Switch now has access to Xbox Live, and now we can be fully cross-platform, right?
Yeah.
Fully cross-platform. Now, how does this work out for online prices? You know what I mean?
Online prices?
For playing online.
Well,
Nintendo, you pay $20 a year. Xbox Live, you pay $60 a year, right?
I
Same thing
guess.
with PS4. That's how the breakdowns work. I know that.
Okay.
So now, with Nintendo Switch being the cheapest, right?
Yeah.
Is that going to be the market standard, or are they going to go up?
Well, I mean, like you have to also see what you're getting in return, because with Nintendo
True.
Switch, you just get your online functionality, and then you get some classic games that they're gonna bring.
That's
more.
true. You just get the market, huh?
Yeah.
You don't really get as much online play.
And also, like with the Xbox Live, yeah, you can play those games because they're available
but do you
digitally.
think this is going to cause Nintendo Switch Online to go up in price?
No, because they're not
don't think
offering.
so?
They're not offering any more. You have to. You
Well,
have
that's
to
true.
balance out. Like with Xbox Live, you get multiplayer and all that, but you also gain access to other features that you don't have access to on the Switch. And I was
True.
saying that with Xbox Live Marketplace and all that, yeah, you can play the games because they're digital, but can the console actually run those games?
Well, with that being said, do you think they're going to release a new Switch by the end of the year,
oh, yeah,
or
I'm
announce a
pretty
new
sure.
one by the end of the year?
I'm pretty sure.
They have to. And then, do you think this is the push for PlayStation to do handheld or smaller console?
They tried and they failed.
Well, they tried
Second.
years ago, and it didn't work out. Remember?
Because they had the PSP that worked out really well, and then the PS
PS Vita,
and they fucked
which was
up there.
which was a great concept, and it worked really well.
They just didn't put enough support into
And
it.
yeah, exactly. They killed it themselves.
Yeah.
But I think nowadays everything going back to portable. Do you think PlayStation's going to have to make a move or a play to make a handheld console? And do you
So-
think it's got to be ASAP?
So if PlayStation moves forward with their own console, a handheld console, so that means that Xbox is just riding on Nintendo's Nintendo stuff.
I would think so.
So then Microsoft is only good for some games and
Because really,
Online
what has
functionality?
Microsoft really provided lately?
nothing. And that's the problem.
Right? So they're going to have to
PlayStation
ride the
hasn't.
coattails of Nintendo.
But
so the only
PlayStation-
player really has to be Sony. It has to be Sony.
But the thing is that Sony, they don't need a handheld. They already have all the greatness with the current, single player story campaign games, like God of War and Spider-Man and all those.
Yeah.
You got Last of Us Part 2
True,
coming
but
out. Do you really need a multiplayer or a handheld thing if they're providing something that the market wants? Right now, the gamers, they want story. They do want story.
No, you make it do. Because honestly, look at the Switch. Switch is a great console. Great thing. But how many games really are story-based besides Zelda?
Oh, there are quite a few. You got Shovel Knight.
That are full-on AAA games.
AAA.
You know what I mean?
Well, AAA is a matter of perspective.
True enough.
Because AAA.
True enough, game designer.
So it's like.
Touché, sir.
Because AAA could either be. Because, let's say there's a game called Hollow Knight. It's like, I think, $25 or $15.
Okay, I know what you mean.
Fantastic game. But it's indie. However, it's got so much more story, much more depth than some of these other AAA games that are out there.
Fair enough. Fair enough statement, sir. Fair enough statement. But we'll see how this plays out.
Definitely.
It is a good... this is just something I wanted to minorly talk about, just because we're in the precursors of anything happening.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. But I want to see how this plays out, and I want to see if Sony makes a good play.
I want to see what Microsoft is going to do, because, they're going to bring Xbox Live, but
what else are they going to bring to the table?
Because if you're just giving me Xbox Live, then what's the point if I can't play anything else?
Can we get a handheld with Microsoft and have Halo?
That would be pretty fucking dope.
That would be pretty fucking dope. Call of Duty? Hey, man. Going back to, fucking OG one.
Okay, yeah.
Because
OG,
that would be an excuse to bring back their OGs. I think we need to work for marketing for Microsoft. Because we just came up with their $1 million trademark. Microsoft, you see me? Look at me.
So what they need to do is go back into the old way of making games and actually make good games.
Exactly. So they're going to have to go backwards
to
release
go forward.
A handheld one to go. Exactly. They had to go backwards to go forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got
what kind of Lightning McQueen bullshit is this?
As I keep on telling everybody in game, game development and everything, you need to give the market what they want. They want good, solid games that have great story,
and
great
if you
campaign.
can't provide them, maybe you need to re-release some of the shit you were good at making.
Yeah. Well, I think Microsoft...
See, I don't think Microsoft's actually going to listen to our marketing now.
I don't think they're going to listen to it.
We just called them out on their bullshit.
Fucking EA. They recently, with Respawn Entertainment, they recently released, was it Apex Legends?
Yep.
Which is actually not that bad of a game.
I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Have you played it?
I have.
Is it free?
Yeah.
Where can I download it? Because I want to try it out before next podcast.
It's on the Origin launcher. I don't know if it's available on console. I think it is.
Hopefully it's available for Switch, because it'd be dope.
It's not on Switch.
God damn it.
Because it's using the AAA type of,
You know what's weird? I have to censor that every time I say it now. You know that?
What?
The GD.
Ah.
I had to say excuse me. Because I forgot what it was, but someone on a YouTube channel got stricken on that.
No, they got dinged
on
it?
Oh, really?
Excusez-moi.
Excuse. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that.
So yeah, with Apex Legends, it's set in the Titanfall universe, but you don't have Titans and you don't have wall running.
Ooh.
Which is really sucky, because that was one of the biggest pulls for Titanfall. And because they released Apex Legends, that means that Titanfall 3 is not happening at all. 100%, which is really, really sucky, because the second game was fucking amazing.
I can't believe what these companies are doing anymore. It's just ridiculous. Where are we at on time, Brandon?
We are at 30 minutes.
Wow. Okay. So let's finish off with this lighter-hearted, amazing, crazy story that I just want to talk about. Trail runner kills juvenile mountain lion by suffocating it.
Damn.
Can we say, how big are the balls on this guy?
It must be fucking Titanic.
And I don't care if anyone has an argument, it's a juvenile. He still killed a mountain lion.
He suffocated.
By suffocating it. He choked out a lion.
Dude, he pulled an RKO on that freaking cat.
Watch out, watch out.
RKO!
Dude, that is the coolest man of 2019 so far.
He better get free drinks at every bar he goes to.
Forever. As David, the guy who choked out a fucking lion on a run. Didn't use a knife. Didn't have a gun.
Nope.
No stick, no stones. His hands. And choked out a mountain lion.
You got to wear that pelt, man.
If he's not wearing it, on him consistently for the rest of his life, he is lessened in my eyes because you have killed that thing with your bare hands. With your bare hands, man.
Really
Not your
human.
lion hands, your bare hands.
Damn.
Bananas. On that note, we're going to wrap this up.
Okay.
So we want to give a big shout out to Ed of Explicit Vape Burbank for allowing us to use the space again. As always, thank you, Ed. If you ever need any vaping stuff, by all means, come here. Like I said at the end or in the middle of the podcast, I wanted to give a shout out to this company for making dope ass T-shirts and hats. Company is Flower Chains. They're online. You can find them on Instagram. This is not sponsored. I just think they need more credit because they're making great independent work, and I think they should have more credit behind their back. And if we can just do that much, awesome. I just want to give them a shout out. But you can find them again, Flower Chains, on Instagram. We will be back next week with our good friend Tony. Let me make sure I get that song up. Because I'm going to do that again. I know that. My voice just cracked. Next week, we'll have Tony on from Pure Bliss and Pure Nirvana, sitting down with us, having a cool conversation. Anything else you want to add, Brandon?
Looking forward to that interview, and always looking forward to the next show.
As I am. Oh, as
am I.
As am I.
There you go.
One of those words. But we'll see you next week. And, of course,
just be real.